Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special episode of Real Talk with Ray. My name is Jesse. Today, we're going to be talking about Elvis. Alright, so where do I begin with Elvis? Elvis is the newest film by director Bad Luhrmanns. It's been since 2016 since he directed anything with The Get Down for Netflix. And this film is incredible. I really did enjoy it a lot. Austin Butler as Elvis and Tom Hanks as the Colonel. I'll start off with the negatives. So, The Great Gatsby is another film by Baz Luhrmann. It has the elements that any other Baz Luhrmann has, which is newer style music and very fast editing. And I think it works great in his other movies, but for me, in Elvis, I was kind of expecting it not to be that way. I enjoyed most of it, but sometimes it just got a little too much with the editing, especially in the beginning. I did enjoy the music. That was not just Elvis's music, the newer music. I just wish it was toned down just a little bit more. For you older fans, which you're probably not watching this, but if you are, just go in and expecting not just straight Elvis music. There are a few extra songs in this film. The biggest standout, though, is Austin Butler as Elvis. He hasn't been in too much in his career so far. He's going to be in the new Dune movie, Dune Part 2, and a lot of younger people like me know him from shows like Hannah Montana as, I think his name is Toby, and from iCarly, infamously from iCarly, playing Jake. And he's excellent in this film. He didn't come out of nowhere, but with this film, he brings Elvis to life again. And I really dig his performance. He doesn't look too much like Elvis, but he sells that he is Elvis. You go into this movie maybe hesitant, like, that he doesn't really seem like Elvis. Trust me, by the end of this movie, you definitely buy him as Elvis. Right now, I don't really know what his odds are, but come the next year's Oscars, I definitely see him getting a nomination. I know Rami Malek won for playing Freddie Mercury. I don't know if Austin Butler will win if he gets nominated, but from the looks of it right now, he put in his all, and I think the Academy will notice. The other main star of this movie is Tom Hanks as the Colonel. Now, the Colonel is a very mysterious character. They never really tell you where he's from or who he really is, but he narrates the whole movie, and he talks about Elvis, and he's a very sketchy guy. And I know that's because the real life Colonel is also very sketchy, and they talk about it at the end of the movie, like in the titles, they talk about it. But the Colonel, as a character, Tom Hanks did it really well because you hate him as a character. You never like him on screen, and it's really hard to explain, but Tom Hanks does a really excellent job of making you hate him as a character. Now, I think most people are going to come out of this movie loving all the stuff that's Elvis on stage, but truly one of my favorite parts of this movie is the heartfelt stuff, where it's Elvis in a room talking to another character, going over a few of his problems or issues. And from those scenes, it really brings heart to this movie, and a few points you really feel for him, not just as a character on the big screen, but the actual person himself, and you feel really bad for him. The next thing that I really liked was the costumes. I think they did an excellent job recreating a bunch of Elvis's things, all his showpieces and things like that. I think his best one has got to be the Elvis Christmas special when they do that whole scene in the movie. Now, with all that being said, Elvis is 2 hours and 40 minutes, so if you got to use the bathroom, make sure you use the bathroom beforehand, because you definitely don't want to miss anything in this movie. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's my favorite musical biopic, though, because things like Walk the Line, which is Johnny Cash's biopic, is just so close to my heart because I really, really enjoy that movie so much. This film is probably up there. Definitely better than, I think, Rocketman for me. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. It's really, really solid. I definitely recommend anyone going to see this movie, and have a fun time. Maybe you'll cry. I know a few people were sniffling in the audience that I went to, so I guess we'll see how it affects you guys. But whatever you think of Elvis, if you've seen it already, let me know in the comments below. But for this episode of Real Talk with Ray, I've been Jesse. Have a great day.